So we've got new hairstyles and maternity flight suits. Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. It's a mockery of the U.S. military. While China's military becomes more masculine as it's assembled the world's largest navy, our military needs to become, as Joe Biden says, more feminine, whatever feminine means anymore, since men and women no longer exist. The bottom line is it's out of control, and the Pentagon's going along with this. Again, this is a mockery of the U.S. military and its core mission, which is winning wars.
They don't think so. We don't usually play anything that he says on this broadcast. But those words from the Fox News host Tucker Carlson about moves made by the Defense Department to create a more inclusive military have prompted a sharp response from Pentagon leaders. The Army's top enlisted official, General Michael Grinston, tweeting, "Women lead our most lethal units with character. They will dominate any future battlefield we're called to fight on. Tucker Carlson's words are divisive. They don't reflect our values." And there's this from Pentagon spokesman John Kirby, quote, "The defense secretary certainly shares the revulsion of many others to what Mr. Carlson said in his opening statement. What we absolutely won't do is take personnel advice from a talk show host or the Chinese military." Joining our conversation, Amy McGrath, former Marine fighter pilot and the first woman to fly a combat mission for the Marine Corps. Ben Rhodes is here, former Deputy National Security Advisor to President Obama. Amy, I don't know where to start here, but it seems that the miscalculation is that, well, the miscalculation is vast and grave, but these were moves that originated in the Pentagon, no?
Well, I mean, we always want to look at how to retain the best and the brightest in our military. That makes our military stronger. I've had 3 kids on active duty. Those of us who are women who have served in our military, those who are actively serving right now, we are not a mockery. We've served, we've sacrificed, we've bled, we've died for this country, for the freedom, for Tucker Carlson to spout off these falsehoods. The problem is when a major news network allows this sort of thing to happen, it really denigrates women in the military and hurts readiness. And in my mind, Fox News ought to apologize to all women in the military, both active duty and those of us who are veterans.
Amy, I'm trying to figure out what he's up to, because the military is now under scrutiny, and the new leadership has pledged to deal with extremism in their ranks. There is a lot of Fox viewing all across this country, and certainly the military isn't an exception. What do you make of a cable news host turning the fighting forces into a cultural battleground?
Well, I think this is what they do. I mean, and it's sensationalism. It's making things up. It's trying to create a news story where there is none. The fact of the matter is that women serve honorably and have served throughout our entire American history. It's good to see senior members of the military speak out against this. I'd like to see more political leaders step up and speak out against this, because it does hurt our forces. You know, we go to great lengths to try to keep people that we have invested in. You know, pilots, we've spent millions of dollars training them. And those of us who are pilots, you know, we want to have families too, women and men. And so we've got to look at what are the kinds of things that we can do here in 2021 to make sure that the people that we have invested in, who have protected us and protected our country, are cared for and are able to have families of their own. This is really important.
I mean, it's important to point out to our viewers, who I'm guessing aren't regular viewers of Mr. Carlson, that what triggered for Mr. Carlson was the promotion of 2 women to 4-star generals. It was an announcement made on International Women's Day. Can you talk about the influence that the last administration may have had on holding women back who had earned promotions?
Well, when I read the story that women were held back for promotion because they were women and the senior leadership didn't want to inflame the president, it really made me sick. Because, again, these are women who have served this country just like anybody else, and they are competent, they are smart, they are deserving, and they should be in leadership roles, should not be held up for anything. Certainly not for a commander-in-chief who, you know, they might hurt his feelings or something if they promoted a woman. So to me, we now have an administration that believes in a strong military, and to make sure that we have a personnel in our military that are respected. And I'm very confident our current administration is going to look at everything and make sure that we have the best people going forward. And that's what America deserves.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank all of you out there.
Thank you as always.
Thanks to at home.
Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for letting us into your homes during these extraordinary times.